So, Tesla's autonomous transportation technology, particularly its full self-driving or FSD system, and the upcoming robotaxi initiatives, are really set to reshape the transportation landscape over the next decade, from 2025 to 2035. With advancements in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and camera-based autonomous systems, Tesla is placing a big bet on a future where vehicles drive themselves. This transformation will change how we move, work, and live. Now, while this shift promises incredible opportunities, it also brings significant disruptions, especially for industries tied to traditional transportation and the workers within them. In this video, we're going to explore who and what will be most affected, estimate the scale of job losses, and highlight the exciting new industries and companies that will emerge as a result. The trucking industry, which employs millions worldwide, is facing one of the biggest disruptions from autonomous vehicles. Tesla's Semi, which is an electric and potentially autonomous truck, could automate long-haul freight transport, reducing the need for human drivers. Autonomous systems are particularly great in predictable highway environments, making trucking a prime target for automation. Now, the people affected include truck drivers, logistics coordinators, and support staff like dispatchers. In the United States alone, there are about 3.5 million truck drivers, which is around 2% of the workforce. Why is this disruptive? Well, autonomous trucks can operate 24/7 without rest breaks, reducing costs for companies. Tesla's focus on AI-driven autonomy, using cameras and neural networks, aims to make these vehicles safer and more efficient than human-driven trucks. Tesla's planned robotaxi service, with a launch event scheduled for August 2025, aims to create a fleet of driverless vehicles for urban transport. This directly threatens traditional taxi services and rideshare platforms like Uber and Lyft, which rely on human drivers. The people affected here include taxi drivers, Uber and Lyft drivers, and other gig economy workers. In the United States, there are roughly 500,000 taxi and rideshare drivers. Globally, this number is in the millions, especially in densely populated regions. Why is this disruptive? Well, robotaxis promise lower fares due to the elimination of driver wages, potentially making human-driven services uncompetitive. Tesla's vision of shared autonomous vehicles, or SAVs, could reduce the total number of vehicles needed, further impacting drivers. The shift to electric and autonomous vehicles requires less labor than traditional internal combustion engine vehicle production. Tesla's vertically integrated approach and focus on automation in manufacturing, like in their gigafactories, could reduce the need for assembly line workers. People affected include factory workers, particularly those in traditional automakers like General Motors or Ford, which employ about 1.25 million directly and 7.25 million indirectly in the United States. Tesla's push for fully automated factories may set a precedent, pressuring competitors to follow suit. Why it's disruptive? Autonomous vehicle production involves fewer mechanical parts, such as no gearboxes or complex engines, reducing labor needs. Tesla's early missteps in over-automation highlight challenges, but advancements in robotics could make this vision a reality by 2035. Autonomous vehicles are expected to reduce accidents by up to 15% by 2030 due to advanced driver assistance systems. This could shrink the auto insurance market as liability shifts from human drivers to manufacturers like Tesla. People affected include insurance agents, claims adjusters, and underwriters. The United States insurance industry employs about 2.9 million people, with a significant portion tied to auto insurance. Why it's disruptive? With fewer accidents, premiums could drop, and new business-to-business insurance models may emerge, focusing on manufacturers rather than individual drivers. Autonomous shuttles and robotaxis could compete with buses and trains, especially in urban areas. Tesla's low-cost, scalable autonomous vehicles might offer cheaper alternatives, reducing demand for public transit drivers. People affected include bus drivers, train operators, and transit maintenance workers. In the United States, public transit employs about 430,000 people. Why it's disruptive? autonomous vehicles could provide on-demand door-to-door service at prices comparable to public transit, potentially drawing passengers away. However, cities may regulate autonomous vehicles to protect public transport systems. Industries like roadside assistance, auto repair, and gas stations could see reduced demand. Fewer accidents mean less need for towing and repairs, and electric AVs eliminate the need for gas stations. People-affected mechanics, tow truck drivers, and gas station attendants. The U.S. auto repair industry employs about 900,000 people, and gas stations employ roughly 900,000 more. Why it's disruptive? Tesla's electric AVs and over-the-air software updates reduce maintenance needs, while the shift to electrification eliminates fossil fuel dependency. Quantifying job losses is challenging due to varying adoption rates, regulatory hurdles, and economic factors. However, based on available data U.S. job losses, studies estimate that autonomous vehicles could lead to 300,000 job losses per year at peak saturation, 2025 to 2030, with up to 5 million jobs lost nationwide by 2035. This includes 3.5 million truck drivers, 500,000 taxi and rideshare drivers, and additional losses in manufacturing and support industries. Global impact. Globally, the impact could be even larger, with tens of millions of jobs at risk in transportation-heavy economies like China, India, and Europe. Mitigating factors. Not all jobs will disappear overnight. Human drivers may still be needed for complex tasks, for example, last-mile delivery, safety oversight during the transition. Regulatory delays and public skepticism could also slow adoption. Imagine millions of truck drivers, taxi drivers, and factory workers facing an uncertain future. These are hardworking people, often without college degrees, who may struggle to find new roles in a tech-driven world. Tesla's robotaxi network could spawn a new industry of autonomous ride-hailing services. By 2030, robotaxis could account for a significant portion of Tesla's value, with estimates suggesting 21 to 88% of its market cap tied to autonomous services. Companies, beyond Tesla, competitors like Waymo, Cruise, and new startups could enter the market. Expect companies focused on fleet management, ride-hailing apps, and passenger experience, for example, in-car entertainment. Jobs-created software engineers, AI specialists, fleet managers, and customer support roles. Urban areas will need traffic control centers for AVs, creating jobs for computer scientists and data analysts. Economic impact. McKinsey estimates autonomous driving could generate $300 to $400 billion in revenue by 2035, driven by new business models like pay-as-you-go or subscription-based AV services. Tesla's custom AI chips and data processing for FSD require massive computational power, creating demand for AI hardware and software companies. New firms specializing in AI chips, vehicle cybersecurity, and real-time data analytics. Tesla's Dojo supercomputer could inspire competitors in high-performance computing. Jobs created AI researchers, data scientists, and cybersecurity experts. These roles require advanced education but offer high-paying opportunities. Economic impact. AI-driven industries could create millions of jobs globally, offsetting some transportation job losses. Autonomous fleets will need cleaning, charging, and maintenance services tailored to electric AVs. Tesla's supercharger network, with 99.97% uptime in 2023, sets a standard for reliability. Companies, startups offering automated cleaning, mobile charging, and software maintenance for AV fleets. Expect growth in companies servicing Tesla's Powerwall and solar roof for energy integration. Jobs created. Technicians for EV charging infrastructure, cleaning staff for robotaxi interiors, and software technicians for over-the-air updates. Economic impact. These services could create thousands of jobs in urban areas, particularly in fleet management and hygiene. Autonomous vehicles could reduce the need for parking spaces, freeing up land for real estate development, valued at $4.5 trillion in the United States. Cities will need to redesign traffic systems and invest in smart infrastructure. Companies specializing in urban mobility solutions, traffic control systems, and location-based advertising for AV passengers are expected to see growth. Smart city tech companies are also likely to expand. Jobs will be created for urban planners, traffic engineers, and data analysts working on smart city projects. Construction jobs may also increase for infrastructure upgrades. Shared autonomous vehicles could add $1.2 trillion to the U.S. economy by improving land use and productivity. Tesla's Optimus robot, designed for repetitive tasks, could extend autonomous technology to non-transportation sectors like manufacturing, logistics, and retail. Posts on X suggest Optimus could disrupt 30% of the global labor market, presenting a $30 trillion opportunity. Companies are now focusing on automation for warehouses, airports, and postal services. Tesla's lead could inspire competitors in humanoid robotics. Jobs created include robotics engineers, automation specialists, and maintenance technicians. These roles will require technical skills but could replace low-skill jobs. The economic impact of Optimus and similar technologies could create high-value jobs while displacing repetitive, low-paying roles. Tesla's autonomous technology could save lives, reduce emissions, and create new industries. But it also means millions of drivers and workers may need retraining or new careers. Governments and companies must step up with social safety nets and education programs to ease this transition. Tesla's autonomous transportation technology will disrupt industries like trucking, ride-sharing, manufacturing, insurance, and public transit, potentially affecting millions of jobs worldwide. In the United States, up to 5 million jobs could be lost by 2035, particularly for truck drivers, taxi drivers, and factory workers. However, this disruption will also create new industries, including robotaxi services, AI development, vehicle maintenance, and urban planning, generating high-skilled jobs and economic value. The challenge lies in managing this transition to ensure workers are supported through retraining and social safety nets. Tesla's vision of a sustainable, autonomous future is exciting, but it demands careful planning to balance innovation with human impact. For more details on Tesla's plans, check out their website at https://www.tesla.com. If you're curious about subscription plans for accessing advanced features, visit https://x.ai/grok for Super Grok details, or https://help x.com/n/using-x/x-premium for X Premium subscriptions.